Hey guys, Barman here. Bit of Battlefield 3 footage for you. The map is Grand Bazaar, and it's pretty much, I think, one of my favourite maps on Battlefield. I think, just the particularly console, I think 12 players each side. It's just a good sized map for that. Unfortunately, I spawned in as player number 9 and 9 of 9, so there were 2 full squads before me. So I'm just out without a squad at the beginning. There's a couple of guys will join me later, and for random teaming, we worked quite well together, which was good. So I'm playing Assault for part of the game with the AEK, and also just a bit of infantry fighting vehicle, the IFV. You'll probably notice that in the game I'm a little bit new to AEK. I'm really enjoying it, but I haven't. I've played Assault quite a bit, but I've tended to. I guess in the past I used the F2000 quite a bit. More recently the M16, and AEK for whatever reason I just kind of skipped over it. So I decided to give it a whirl, and since the patch actually, which is strange because it's got a bit of a nerf in the patch, but I'm playing it here with the heavy barrel and foregrip, and I think it's a fantastic combination of this gun. It's just really effective at killing people. One of the downsides clearly though is the reload time, and you can see that now. Just it's a little bit like Christmas. There's guys everywhere, and unfortunately I just didn't have enough bullets in the gun to take them all down. So a little bit of a fail start, if you like. Made a move on to B, and a couple of guys from the other squads got taken out, and I got taken down. One thing you see here, I haven't deployed straight away, and I think that's if I just to pass on perhaps some tips as we go through here. I really think you need to study how the battle is going before you spawn in. I think you've got a 7-10 second timeout or whatever when you die to spawn back in. And I think you should resist the urge a little bit just to spawn as soon as you can. I think take the time to study what's going on in the game and perhaps where you need it best. And in that case, I saw that we were just about to cap A, and I think that route that I just took from A to B is one of the best ways of capping B. I think that American, I guess the American gimme, the A flag, that little side corridor into B is for me probably the best way to take it, because you've almost got a fairly easy stroll into the capture area, whereas all the other angles to take B, you've really, they've got really good angles on you to shoot at you before you can actually get onto the capture area. I just find that if you're in Grand Bazaar and you're looking to cap that B flag, I'd take that route to A unless you've got a lot of people heavily guarding it. So things are looking a little bit better now. We've capped their A and B, and so it's time to move on to C. And from where it started to where it looked like we're in a bit of trouble in this game early on. It started to open up quite a bit for us, so feeling a bit better about things. So here we make a move on to C, and something a little bit strange happens here. We get onto the capture area, and then there's myself and another guy, and the other guy dies, and then pretty much everyone else just kind of leaves the scene. I didn't quite know what was going on there. Clearly there's there's a guy from the enemy team, he's still in the capture area because I'm not capping it. So I'm going to have a little bit of a look around for him. Don't see anyone obvious. And then fortunately another guy from our team comes into the area, so that kind of flushes him out. He decides that he needs to challenge us, and I see his head pop up on the roof there, and fortunately he shoots at my teammate, not at me, so I take him down and try to find where the guy is to res him, and then I finally find him there and res him and get the cap. So try to get a bang on him just for fun. It's a bit bad habit I've got there of resing people and chucking health bags on them. I mean, when you res someone, they come up to 100%, so it's not really that useful. But anyway, so B's flashing, make a move back to B, and looks like our whole team's had the same idea, so we're pretty safe there. And make a move down to A, and I originally thought I'd go back down that corridor to A, but you can see there's quite a few players down there on the mini-map, so I thought I'll just go down the guts. Not much opposition, looks like they've all been taken out. So at this point, we've gotten 3 capped, and it's looking like a bit of a walkover, but you'll see as the game goes on, and it's quite a long game, so hope you find it entertaining throughout. I mean, I think it's about 30 minutes or so, so I thought there was enough action going through most of the game just to run all the way through. Anyway, so they've moved up onto C. You can see it flashing there. You can see a guy run past, so I thought I'll come around the other side and take them on. I take a path here which I wouldn't recommend. It's little... actually, no, I take the right path this time. I actually quite prefer to go around a bit wide there. You typically get a better angle on people that are capping C. If you go around that little... straight around the corner from Banana, typically people are watching that and you'll get taken pretty quickly. So you get the res, which is nice. They've still got the cap though, so just having a look around for where the opposition is. I think you'll see there's a couple of guys that just pop up here and manage to grab one and then try and flip to the Magnum, but you get taken out for the second. So again, before I spawn in, I'm just having a look at what's going on in the game, and I noticed that our IFV is free, and I can see that their IFV was actually starting to harass the A flag. So I'm thinking I need to go down there and help out on that. Just spotted a guy on the mini map there, but rather than giving him a free shot, sorry, see he's on our close capture point, so I'm. Yeah, just make sure you, I guess one of the things with the vehicles, you don't really want anyone behind you, because even if they're not an engine or a support, they can quite easily spawn off. So, a squad mate can spawn an NG or support. To be honest, I didn't really see those guys there, but I think I saw on the mini-map, so I got a couple of shots in, and I shot out the wall of that building, and out pops an NG from behind it and shoots a rocket at me, so I was a bit disappointed with that, but anyway, it turned out alright. So I got a bunch of shots in the vicinity of that guy. I guess they must have been hitting the railing. Because, I think I got hit markers on the last one. Yeah, that guy's eluding me, and another guy spawns in, so I'm putting some shots in their direction, but they're doing a good job of dodging me. And their IFV pops up. And that's one thing, I mean, like, it's not really a smart move. He's going down the street. He's side on front on. His armour's much weaker from the side than you are from the front. So, I mean, if you see someone like that on the C flag, like I was, the best thing you can do is actually come in around behind them. So, if he had raced around and not even shot me, I might not even noticed he was there. And come around the corner and got some cheap shots in the back of me. He would have taken me out pretty quickly. But anyway, you notice, I guess, the way I've equipped the IFV as well. So I like the I think what's it called, it's not the guided missile, but it's the it's basically the fire-by-wire one. So when you move your turret, you anti-tank guided missile, ATGM I think it's called. I just find, particularly against the IFVs, that's the most effective. There's the other, like, you can unlock towards, I think it's one of the later unlocks. See, there's dodging missiles. Another thing, when you're capping flags with vehicles, try not to stay in one place. 'Cause even if you have got proxy scanner on, people with rockets can actually shoot at you, outside the range of the proxy. So if you're just camped on a flag and not moving, you're basically just sitting duck for anyone who wants to shoot you. And if you're keeping moving, even if say someone comes up with a C4 or whatever and they do show up in the mini map, you have a reasonable chance to get a roadkill on them. So definitely you want to keep moving with the vehicles, even if you're trying to capture a point. And that may mean actually moving off the capture point as well. Just you can see here too, there's a jeep sneaking up behind me, and I spotted it. Someone spotted it on the mini map, and I didn't really want to turn around, so I told the guy. Fortunately, he was on the mic as well, who'd spawned in on me. I told him that there's a jeep there to shoot, and so he's got some pretty good shots in it, but they bailed, and so I came back and took him out with the main cannon. Got a rocket into me, but 68%, and that health will start to regen pretty quickly. As I was saying, so if you're on a capture point, or just anywhere, I mean, you really want to try and minimise the time that you're stationary in a vehicle. Even if you're just making small movements, you're a chance to dodge a missile. So this little road here, I really hate that gap between those two cars there. I've gotten stuck more than once, much to my embarrassment. But yeah, I never seem to have an easy ride through there. So here you'll see the ATGM, like one shot in and full shots from the main cannon. And he popped out there, so I've got to take care of him. And then another ATGM, and that vehicle's pretty much down. So I think if you shoot the ATGM first, then you unload full with the main cannons, and then another ATGM will actually take out an IFV pretty much 10 times out of 10. See that Ingy there, I was just trying to predict where we'd go, but he must have got stuck on that Jeep because he's sort of gotten halfway and pulled back, so he managed to take him out, and my squad mate did there. Another couple of Ingies. And yeah, so we're down to pretty low health there, so I go out to the repair torch, and unfortunately there's a couple of guys on the back of A flag there who take me out, but they get cleaned up pretty quickly. So things are looking pretty good. I mean, we've got C's flashing there, but we've got a bunch of guys on there, and A's pretty safe, so look at the tier count, we're fairly comfortably ahead, but with 500 tickets, that's another thing I like about the higher ticket, not the super high ticket, but the higher ticket games, is there's more chance for a turnaround, and I think that just keeps it interesting. And clearly, if you get several hundred tickets ahead, then it's going to be very difficult for them to turn it around. But if you're 100 tickets up or whatever in a 500 ticket game, particularly with 12 players, I still think there's there's some chance that they'll be able to turn it around, and you'll see that they do turn the tables on us as we progress through the game. So again, I've spawned on A and come in that way into B. There's that little gay spot that I jumped into. I don't always go there, but I think particularly if you're under heavy opposition, that's it's not a bad place to I guess, because one, you're in the capture area for B. Two, you've got a reasonable view on if they're spawning in that back room there, where you're facing. So, they can spawn there if they've got B in their capture. So, but that wall hasn't blown out. There's really only one way out, which is that doorway. So you've got your gun trained down there. So, it's a pretty good way to cap B. So here, so we're looking to cap in on C, and here I go that immediate path. I don't quite know why I don't normally do that. And there's dead teammates everywhere, so decided to come up this 3-story here to see, get an overview and see if we can see what's going on. But yeah, when I get up there, my squad mate's just in front of me, and you have a look down, there's kind of nothing you can see, so it's like, well, okay, let's get in and have a cap, and poke my head out, and there's guys everywhere. I'm like, oh shit. So managed to take one out, but I think, I've set off alarm bells everywhere, so there's going to be hundreds of them running up the stairs. So it's not a bad little thing here, you can have a look down to see if people are coming up. So you can see that guy come up. And that's one of the nice things about the AEK there is the rate of fire is so fast that I think he had an M16, that guy, and you're 900 rounds a minute as opposed to 800 rounds a minute for the M16. So I was able to take him out, and then his teammate comes up to revive without really, I guess, thinking about how he died, because maybe he wanted to come and kill me before he did the revive. But anyway. So I think we're quite fortunate because I managed to take a few out there, and then the rest of the team came on to see, so didn't get rushed and killed. And so you can see they've got B. So I'm thinking they're going to come down banana. I reckon you see that there. How actually just watch this here. There's a guy running straight past me. What was going on with that guy? So I managed to kill that guy there. But you notice as those guys came around the corner. My aim kind of moved from one to the other, and to be honest, I think that's the aim assist, because it is a habit. It's a trick you can fall into if you see a couple of people. You think, I've got to kill them all, and you end up killing nobody because you shift too quickly to the next player, and one of them takes you out. But I'm pretty sure I was intent on just killing the one guy there, and for whatever reason my aim moved across, and I think that aim assist has moved from tracking one to tracking the other. So I'm pretty low on ammo here. I think I've got 14 bullets, so I'm looking around for ammo crate, and there's one right next to me, which is unfortunate, but I get one reload out of that, and it's gone. So I can see my squad mate there. He's support, so give him a bit of a chat on the mic to say, can you drop some ammo? And I think that box there was actually his, so he's dropped me one closer, which is kind of nice of him. That's one thing I noticed with the AEK. I've really got to work on my trigger discipline, because the rate of fire is so high. I play NG quite a bit, and I use the SCAR normally with the NG, and it's a very low fire rate, so if you're moving that to the AEK, it's a completely different weapon. So I think I waste quite a few bullets with the AEK, and I think I just need to work on being a bit more disciplined with fire. So get used to the feel for what 4 or 5 bullets looks like or feels like. So you fire enough to kill, but not necessarily waste 10 bullets into a dead body. So that guy rushed us there. I had a couple of kills on the run, which was good, but guy rushed and killed us both. So again, I'm looking at what's happening with the map, and what's the right thing to do before I spawn in. So I don't spawn in straight away, and notice the squad mate spawns in on the IFV. So I thought, I'll go NG and support him in that. I think this guy was relatively new. I don't think he had a whole lot of unlocks for the IFV. I spotted the IFV there, and in two minds, do I get out and start repairing? I thought, maybe the guy will jump out, so I'll be ready with the gun. But he gets us down to quite low health. So I thought I'll jump out, get a rocket. But before I can get a rocket in, that guy kills him, which is good. So repair torch. So don't just waste the vehicle. Get it back to full health. Jump in, and off we go. So their IFV's down, so we know we've got a period of safety now, or relative to safety, before their vehicle respawns, that we should be able to take A, particularly the 3 of us in the vehicle. He does the right thing and pushes on to A, doesn't hold back. If you weren't sure whether their IFV was going to spawn, maybe the right thing to do is just to wait in the street and let your teammates jump out and actually cap the flag, so that you don't get raged in the back. So the other thing here is when you're in the gunner for IFV or tank, particularly when you're capping a flag like this and you're quite vulnerable, you should always be trying to look in a different direction to the main weapon. If you're both looking in the same direction, you're sitting duck for people coming up behind you, or whichever direction that you guys are not looking. So I called out that this IFV was coming out of their spawn, but I didn't spot it, which is stupid of me, and I don't think my guy knew exactly where it was. So he's in not a great position here, but getting reps, so I'm expecting that, I didn't think the other guy would be getting reps, so I thought he was going to take him out. But someone on their team did the right thing and actually jumped on the toe and shot him with the toe. So here I'm thinking I need to get a rocket, but I think he killed the other IFV. So I saw that guy jump and I thought I'll get a shot on him, but guys coming out of their spawn and shot me in the head, which wasn't very nice of him. So again, look at the map. A's flashing, but there's no one from our team there, and I could see there's at least 2 players going there. So I'm a bit hesitant just to go the hero and try and spawn on A, and probably just end up dying. So I'm looking at my squad mates there in the Jeep. So they're driving along, and I'm thinking, oh great, they're gonna go down to A, so maybe I'll spawn in on them. But yeah, he just does something a bit weird here. Goes driving off, and then he kind of drives towards their spawn. So I was like, I don't know what you're doing. And I noticed that B was flashing, and I thought we've got to hang on to B. So so I spawned in there, and that wall's just blown out at a perfect height. You can see his little heads pop up. So I managed to dome that guy, get some cover for reload, and then I think it's the same guy goes to revive him without again checking out who else is there. Another guy pops up. So nice little 3-piece there, and all headshots. I think that wall height helped me, kind of forced me to aim for the head. It's a discipline I need to get into as well. So I killed a couple, but they've capped B, and so I'm worried about the guy spawning behind me here. So I'm kind of keep an eye out in there, but you can see half my team marching up the flag. So a bit more comfortable about that. So just drop a med bag, and you can see the points you can get from a well-positioned med bag in an intense fight. Score just pumps up like crazy. And another lucky 2-piece there. Again, get a nice headshot because of the wall height there. But yeah, I mean, that med bag down, a couple of deaths and a capture flag, and 1,000+ points just pops up on the screen. So not only is it helpful for your team, clearly, to be keeping their health up, but it's obviously quite rewarding from the points perspective as well. Just one thing you got to watch for with Bazaar, when you get all these people sort of crowding the doorways, you don't want to crowd people in. It's one of the worst things you can do. So if people are like hovering near a doorway there, if you're like marching up right behind them, basically you're blocking their escape route. So if someone throws a grenade in, or if they're low on health and being shot at, and you're right up behind them, all you're doing is basically guaranteeing their death, and probably guaranteeing your death as well, because you're going to get stuck on them and you're not going to be aware of what's coming out. So even if it maybe doesn't feel like you're being Rambo or whatever, if you're holding back there, but if you'll block both doorways, one of the best things, particularly if you're medic, just hang back a bit and actually get health down, and if they're dying, get revives. If possible, if you really can't clear your way out of there, or if they're not moving out of the way there, is try and break across to the other side. Those rooms opposite can give some good angles as well. And it's a bad situational awareness from there. They were coming from both sides, so it was a bit of a no-win situation. But I should have expected that guy to be to get that shot on me. So again, we're losing B, A's theirs. They've just kept C. I do a bad thing here. I grab the IFV, I actually come in to C, and it's probably one of the worst things you can do in this situation. Because what happens is when you get full capped on Grand Bazaar, what happens is the whole enemy team rushes towards your main flag or your first flag and tries to lock you into the spawn. So one of the best things you can do if you do manage to grab a vehicle, and the guy there was a bit of a smart ass. He saw it was low health and he ran up to do the blowtorch, and I thought I'd jump out and get the quick kill on him, and he actually jumped in the vehicle and killed me with my own vehicle. So props to him. So I get a nice revive there, which is good, and I'm trying to get some shots on the IFV, and you can see some guys popping out a banana, so I actually get a lucky shot on there. That guy probably should have killed me. Another guy there, just no awareness at all. Pop. But there's a couple of guys in that butcher area there who clearly know that I'm here, so trying to get a bit of cover and looking to see where that fire's coming from, and thought I'd do another two-piece there because they're right on top of each other, and I thought, great, I'll pop two guys. But I'm running the suppressor on the Scar, and I think I need to change that up because I think since the patch, the suppressor, the range, the damage that you do at range is really, it's dropped off quite a bit. So, I think it's great for staying off the minimap, but I think unless you're quite close to people, you're going to get outgunned most of the time. So here I do the right thing. So we're full capped here, and with the IFV, and the guys in the Jeep are doing the right thing as well, is get the hell out of there, provide an exit valve for your team, because you run up on the sea, the whole opposition team's just going to swarm you, and you're not going to last very long. So charge down the back. Almost always when you're full cap, people just start to ignore about flags after a while on the enemy team. If they've got you full cap, they're just interested on spawn killing. They kind of lose interest in the flags altogether. So it's often a cheap flag to catch. But fortunately, the rest of our team had the same idea, so they've managed to capture it on foot. So sort of doing a big lap of the map here in the IFV. My squad mate's a bit of a smart ass here. He's loaded up with C4 on the Jeep, and he's got a nice triple there on the IFV with the Jihad Jeep. So now that we've got the cheap capture of A and also B, because they're all intent on trying to rape us in the spawn. It's actually it's done themselves a significant disservice because we've managed to capture A and B, and now we're quite in a strong position where potentially we can full cap them back. They're all spawning in, and I'm just trying to keep moving with the IFV because if you don't get all the kills, you provide a big distraction, and you can provide a lot of suppression with the IFV. So keeping it up is actually it's a great way of putting a lot of pressure on them. So they stop, I guess, being focused on killing your players and just trying to get the hell out of there, or trying to shoot rockets or C4U. So I guess in some ways you're kind of the decoy. But you can get quite a few kills as well. It's not always the best thing to do to focus on kills. Sometimes it's just supporting your team to capture objectives. So we've managed to full cap them back, and you can see A is flashing there, and timing feels about right for their IFV to have respawned, and so I guess best bet is that they've actually taken that and they've driven it on to A. So I'm guessing I have a fight on my hands, and there it is. So you can see there you get one shot of the ATGM, full on the main gun, and then another ATGM, and bam, he's down. If they've got reactive armour, it's going to take at least one more to take out the reactive armour, but it's not a bad kind of recipe, if you like, for taking down an IFV. It's kind of like two ATGMs and the main cannon. So I'm looking to capture A here. I'm trying to keep moving so that we don't get any cheap kills against us. You can see there's quite a few spawned around us. And I can see at the back there's a guy right behind us. I thought I might get lucky with a roadkill there, because I'm expecting to shoot a rocket any second. You see the points with the heal pop up there. I've dropped a med bag. I don't know how much longer. It was ages ago. I have no idea where it was, but it's quite a nice little point bonus there. So I mean, I guess the moral of that story is if you're assault, drop med bags, because I mean clearly it helped to quite a few players live. But I've scored a bunch of points there, which is very nice. Yeah, so I'm just I'm not necessarily too focused on driving up the flag, because I mean their IFV spawned in again, so got him disabled, and he gets a couple of shots in, but he goes down, and he's managed to bail before it. You can see him running down the bus there, so I thought if I get some shots right in the corner there, I'll probably get some hit markers on him, but it's been a little bit further away. So at this point, I'm getting locked. Now, it's the first time I've been locked the whole game. Typically, people won't run Javelin on Bazaar. They're not really that focused on vehicles on Bazaar. So I'm running smoke, and I normally run smoke now, particularly since the patch, because Javelin's quite damaging. But you can sometimes get away with just running the thermal optics on these kind of maps, because typically people just they're purely focused. They get a small for killing infantry, or they're running assault or support. You don't. Guy tried to do the blowtorch trick again, but unfortunately the gunner took him down. So what I was saying, you can get away without running smoke on this map. It's one of the things maybe you want to just try running thermal until you start getting javelins a couple of times, then you might think about swapping it up. But I just find if you're running the proxy scanner, thermal's nice, but it's not. I mean, it is a good advantage, but I just think if you can stay alive longer, you're probably doing your team more of a service rather than I guess getting a few cheaper kills with the thermal. So a couple of shots into us here, and we're quite damaged. So rather than I guess just let it go down, let's get some reps on it. So it's quite a turnaround actually. I mean, you look at the tier count now, we're fairly comfortably going to win the game. But at one point they did have us full capped. You can see here I'm kind of fortunate. Reversing back, and you see a guy pops up on the toe, and I think unfortunately I'm a little bit of an angle there. I think if he had squared me in the back, he would have really fucked us up quite badly. I think the slight angle there just meant he did some damage, but not as much as those toes can really do. So he popped up the mini-map and took him out. So just about to wind down, there's a nice little funny bit here at the end. The guy pops up the Jeep and he goes, oh fuck, here comes the IFV, and managed to take him out and grab a Nemesis right at the end. So I was pretty happy with that game. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, it's quite a long game there. But I think there's a few things to learn from that. Just about perhaps trigger discipline, probably a lesson learned for me on the AEK, and just a few tips and tricks on using the vehicles when capping flags, and in particular on Grand Bazaar. So as usual, I'd love to get feedback from you on this video. So please drop a comment, like or favourite the video, and subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.